Success doesn't come from a lucky break or a one-time opportunity. Success is a result of who you become, not what you do alone. You must understand that everything begins within you. The type of person you are, your habits, mindset, and your commitment to growth is what attracts success into your life. Let's break it down. First, realize that success is not some distant destination. It's the journey of personal growth, the mastery of your mindset, and the consistent effort you put in every single day. When you become a person who embodies the traits of success, you naturally begin to attract it. Start by cultivating the right attitude. You must embrace optimism, not as a fleeting feeling, but as a daily choice. When challenges arise, the successful person doesn't succumb to despair. They learn, adapt, and keep moving forward. It's about seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. Another essential trait is discipline. You don't wait for motivation to come, you build systems and routines that get you to work. Successful people don't wait for the perfect moment, they create it. They know that every small action compounds over time to create something extraordinary. Next is focus. In a world full of distractions, the successful person is laser focused. They know their goals and they relentlessly pursue them without letting external noise derail them. They prioritize their time, energy, and efforts on what truly matters. Being a person who attracts success also means embracing a mindset of abundance. When you believe there is enough success, wealth, and opportunity for everyone, you act from a place of generosity, not scarcity. You share knowledge, celebrate others' successes, and build connections that elevate everyone around you. Lastly, never stop growing. Commit to lifelong learning. Your success is directly tied to your growth, your personal growth, your professional growth, your emotional growth. The more you invest in yourself, the more you unlock opportunities. The person you are determines the success you will attract. Focus on shaping your character, habits, and mindset. A positive, optimistic outlook is not optional. It's essential for overcoming the obstacles that will surely come your way. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is what sustains success. Create a routine, stick to it, and let consistency lead you to your goals. You can't be all over the place. Focus on what's important, eliminate distractions, and prioritize actions that align with your goals. Stop waiting for ideal conditions. Success comes to those who take action now and adjust as they go. Believe there is plenty of success, wealth, and opportunity to go around. When you adopt an abundance mindset, you open the door for even more blessings. Success follows value. The more value you bring to others, the more success you will attract into your life. Personal growth is the most important investment you can make. Never stop learning, evolving, and expanding your abilities. You become the average of the people you spend the most time with. Choose to be around individuals who inspire, challenge, and uplift you. Success is built on small daily actions. What you do today will pay off in the future. Cultivate habits that move you toward your long-term vision. Success is not something you stumble upon, it's something you attract by the person you become. The world doesn't hand out success on a silver platter. Success is born from the internal transformation you go through, the way you think, and the decisions you make. If you want to change your life, the first thing you must do is change the way you view yourself. Success starts with self-awareness and self-mastery. It's easy to look at external circumstances and blame them for where we are, but the truth is, what happens inside of you determines what happens outside of you. If you want better results, you must first become a better version of yourself. That's where it all begins, right within your mind. It's your thoughts that shape your beliefs, and your beliefs influence your actions. The person who attracts success is the person who takes responsibility for their life. They don't blame anyone or anything else. They understand that their current situation is a reflection of the choices they've made up until now. But more importantly, they know they have the power to change those choices. They can choose to think differently, act differently, and ultimately live differently. It's about cultivating the right mindset. If you want to be successful, you have to believe that success is available to you. You can't expect to achieve something you don't believe you deserve or can achieve. Once your mindset shifts to one of possibility, you start seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. You stop seeing limitations and start seeing potential. Your habits are a reflection of the person you become. If you want to attract success, you must develop the habits that successful people cultivate. It's about building discipline in your everyday actions and taking consistent steps toward your goals, even when it feels tough or inconvenient. In essence, success is an inside job because it begins with who you are becoming. Your internal growth, your thoughts, your habits, these things shape your outer reality. Focus on improving yourself daily and the world will respond with opportunities. The more you develop yourself, the more success will naturally flow toward you. The key is simple. Success doesn't happen by chance, it happens by choice. And that choice starts with you from the inside out. Your attitude is the foundation upon which your success is built. It's the driving force behind every action you take and every decision you make. The truth is, life will throw challenges your way, obstacles will appear, and things won't always go according to plan. But it's not the challenges that define you, it's how you respond to them. Your attitude determines whether you rise above adversity or let it knock you down. A positive attitude isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. It's about looking at every setback as a lesson, not a defeat. When you maintain a positive attitude, you'll start to see opportunities where others see only barriers. You'll notice the potential in situations that seem impossible, and you'll have the mental strength to move forward even when things are tough. Your attitude shapes the way you approach life. If you expect the best, you will attract the best. But if you expect the worst, you will undoubtedly find it. Life will always meet you at the level of your expectations. When you have a positive, can-do attitude, you not only draw success into your life, but you inspire others to follow your lead. People are naturally attracted to someone with a strong, optimistic mindset because that energy is contagious. Attitude also determines how you handle criticism, setbacks, and failure. Everyone faces challenges, but those with the right attitude see every obstacle as an opportunity to grow. They don't let rejection define them, and they don't take failure personally. Instead, they use it as fuel to improve, adjust, and keep moving forward. The key to success lies in your ability to manage your attitude. No one can control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. The successful person is the one who chooses to stay positive, stay focused, and remain confident even when things get difficult. They understand that challenges are part of the process, and their attitude is what will carry them through. When you cultivate a positive attitude, you attract success, wealth, and opportunity. People want to work with, learn from, and support individuals who exude positivity. It's a magnet for good things in life. But it doesn't happen by accident. You must choose to adopt the right mindset every single day. Remember, attitude is everything. It's the key to how you approach life and the success you will ultimately achieve. Discipline is the cornerstone of success. It's the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Without discipline, dreams remain just that, dreams. They remain locked in the realm of possibilities, never materializing into reality. Discipline is the difference between wishing for success and actually achieving it. It's about committing to your goals day in and day out, regardless of the circumstances. You see, motivation is fleeting. One day you're inspired and the next the excitement fades. But discipline is what keeps you going when motivation is long gone. Discipline is what keeps you working toward your goals when it's easier to quit, when distractions tempt you, and when you feel tired. It's the ability to stay consistent in your actions even when you don't feel like it. The successful person understands that success is built on small, consistent actions performed over time. It's not about grand gestures or one-time bursts of energy. It's about showing up every single day, putting in the work, and doing what needs to be done. Success is the result of doing the right things, even when you don't see immediate results, even when the road gets tough. Discipline is also the key to building strong habits. When you commit to doing something regularly, it becomes second nature. You don't have to think about it. It's just what you do. This is the power of discipline. It turns actions into habits and habits into results. When you make discipline your foundation, you're not relying on willpower alone. You're creating systems, routines, and behaviors that keep you on track no matter what happens. Another critical aspect of discipline is delayed gratification. The disciplined person knows that true success doesn't come overnight. It's about making choices today that will pay off tomorrow. It's about doing what's necessary in the moment, even if it means sacrificing short-term pleasures for long-term gains. Every successful person has made this trade-off at some point. They've chosen to focus on their future self, knowing that the sacrifices they make now will be worth it in the end. In addition to this, discipline is what allows you to persevere. It's easy to give up when things aren't going well. But the disciplined person knows that the road to success isn't a straight path. There will be challenges, setbacks, and disappointments, but it's through discipline that you push through those tough moments. It's what keeps you moving forward when everything around you says quit. Ultimately, discipline is what separates those who talk about success from those who achieve it. It's the foundation upon which all your dreams can be realized. Without it, your efforts will be inconsistent and your goals will remain out of reach. But when you embrace discipline, you create a life that reflects your highest aspirations. Success doesn't come to those who hope for it. It comes to those who work for it every single day. And that work is powered by discipline. In a world filled with distractions, the ability to focus on what truly matters is one of the greatest skills you can develop. The successful person understands that time is their most valuable resource, and they don't waste it on things that don't contribute to their goals. They know that every moment spent on something unimportant is a moment taken away from what really counts. And focus is not just about keeping your attention on your work, it's about identifying what matters most in your life and dedicating your energy to those things. Too many people scatter their efforts across 1,000 different things, hoping that something will stick. But success doesn't come from being busy, it comes from being deliberate. The key is to prioritize. Understand what aligns with your long-term vision and direct your efforts toward that. One of the biggest traps is allowing small, insignificant tasks to consume your time. These tasks may seem urgent in the moment, but in the grand scheme of things, they don't move the needle. The successful person understands the difference between what is urgent and what is important. They know how to say no to distractions, even if it means stepping away from opportunities that seem good on the surface but don't align with their goals. Focus requires discipline. It's easy to get sidetracked by the noise of daily life, emails, social media, the constant demands of others, but the successful person refuses to let these things derail their progress. They create boundaries around their time and energy, reserving their best resources for the tasks that will truly push them forward. They structure their day around their priorities, not the whims of the moment. When you focus on what matters, you also learn to embrace the power of saying no. It's not just about what you choose to do, it's just as much about what you choose not to do. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your goals, you are saying no to something that does. Being clear about what matters most allows you to make decisions with confidence and eliminate distractions before they become a problem. Focus also means avoiding the trap of perfectionism. The successful person understands that striving for perfection can lead to stagnation. Instead of getting bogged down in every detail, they focus on progress and results. They understand that done is better than perfect and that moving forward is more important than trying to get everything exactly right. In addition to this, focus is about being present in the moment. When you focus on what truly matters, you give your full attention to the task at hand rather than multitasking or letting your mind wander. This presence is what allows you to work with greater efficiency and effectiveness. The more focused you are, the more you can accomplish in less time. Ultimately, focus is the ability to direct your energy toward your most important goals without letting distractions pull you off course. It's about being intentional with your time, making conscious decisions about where to invest your efforts, and keeping your eyes on the prize. The person who masters focus is the one who creates success in their life because they know how to use their energy in the most productive way possible. Success is not about doing more, it's about doing what matters. The perfect moment will never come. It's a myth we often chase, believing that there will be an ideal time when everything aligns perfectly and all the stars are in position. But the truth is, the perfect moment doesn't exist. Waiting for it is a trap and it will keep you stuck. The successful person understands this simple fact: progress is made by taking action now, not by waiting for the perfect conditions. Success doesn't wait for you to be ready, and neither should you. If you're always waiting for the perfect time when you have the perfect plan, the perfect resources, or the perfect circumstances, you'll never get started. The reality is the conditions are rarely perfect, and waiting for them to be so is a waste of time. The successful person moves forward in the face of uncertainty. They know that starting even when things aren't perfectly aligned is the only way to make progress. They understand that action breeds clarity. When you start, you gain experience, you make adjustments, and you learn as you go. It's through action that you uncover the opportunities and solutions that waiting can never provide. The perfect moment will always seem just out of reach. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that you need more knowledge, more time, more money, or more expertise before you can begin. But that mindset keeps you in a perpetual state of preparation and never in a state of progress. The most successful people are those who are willing to take imperfect action to start before they feel fully prepared. They understand that taking that first step, no matter how small, is what creates momentum. Moreover, waiting for the perfect moment often leads to overthinking. We start to believe that we need to have everything figured out before we act, which only paralyzes us further. The key to success is not about having everything in place at once, but about starting with what you have, making the most of your current resources, and learning along the way. There's a saying that you don't need to see the entire staircase, just the first step. And that's exactly how success works. You don't need to know every detail of your journey, but you do need to take the first step. The moment you begin is the moment that real progress starts to happen. Each step forward brings more clarity, more lessons, and more opportunities. The person who waits for the perfect moment also waits for perfection, but perfection is an illusion. The process of success is never without mistakes, missteps, or failures. Those who wait are simply delaying their own growth. Every failure is a lesson in disguise, and every setback is an opportunity to refine your approach. If you wait until everything is perfect, you miss out on all the lessons that failure brings. The key is to embrace imperfection. Accept that you will make mistakes, face challenges, and encounter setbacks, but don't let that stop you. The successful person doesn't let fear or failure hold them back. They understand that the sooner they start, the sooner they can correct course, adjust, and keep moving forward. In the end, success belongs to those who take action. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create your own momentum now. The time to start is today with what you have, where you are. The perfect moment will never come, but the right moment is always now. Take that first step and let the journey unfold. An abundance mentality is one of the most powerful mindsets you can adopt. It's the belief that there is more than enough success, opportunity, wealth, and resources to go around. People who possess an abundance mentality see the world as a place full of possibilities, not limitations. They don't operate out of fear or scarcity, constantly worrying about losing what they have or competing with others for what's available. Instead, they understand that success is not a zero-sum game. There's room for everyone to thrive. When you embrace an abundance mentality, you shift your perspective. You stop focusing on what's lacking and start focusing on what's possible. You see opportunities everywhere because you know that there is no shortage of them. You understand that the world is full of untapped potential and that success isn't reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone who is willing to put in the effort and take advantage of what's around them. One of the biggest shifts in thinking that comes with an abundance mentality is the ability to celebrate others' success. When you believe that there's enough for everyone, you don't feel threatened by someone else's achievements. Instead, you're genuinely happy for them because you know that their success doesn't take away from yours. In fact, their success can open doors for you as well. An abundance mentality encourages collaboration over competition, understanding that working together and supporting one another creates a larger pool of success for everyone. When you adopt this mindset, you also stop viewing failure as something to fear. In a world of abundance, failures are seen as stepping stones, as opportunities to learn, grow, and get better. They are not the end of the road, but rather part of the journey. Every failure is a lesson that brings you closer to your goals. The person with an abundance mentality understands this and uses failure to fuel their progress, not to discourage them. An abundance mentality also fosters generosity. People who believe there is enough for everyone are more willing to share their knowledge, time, and resources with others. They understand that giving to others doesn't diminish their own success, it amplifies it. When you give, you create a cycle of positivity and collaboration that benefits everyone involved. You create goodwill, build relationships, and attract even more opportunities into your life. On the other hand, a scarcity mentality, believing there's not enough to go around, limits your growth. It's a mindset rooted in fear, and it keeps you locked in a cycle of self-doubt and competition. You become overly cautious, afraid of taking risks or sharing your ideas because you worry that someone else will take advantage of them. You hesitate to celebrate others' success, thinking that it somehow diminishes your own. This mentality breeds insecurity and prevents you from fully embracing the opportunities that exist in the world. The truth is, the more you give, the more you get. The more you help others, the more you position yourself to receive the same help in return. When you focus on abundance, you start to see the wealth of opportunities that surround you, and you attract those opportunities into your life. You begin to believe that you can create the success you want without having to fight for it or hoard it. Living with an abundance mentality opens up the door to endless possibilities. You stop limiting yourself with thoughts of scarcity, and you begin to act with confidence, knowing that there is more than enough for everyone. You attract success, wealth, and opportunities not just because of what you do, but because of how you think. When you believe that the world is abundant, your actions and mindset align with that belief, and the world responds in kind. Success flows to those who know that there is always more to be gained, more to learn, and more to share. The key to attracting success isn't about focusing solely on what you can get, but rather on what you can give. The person who becomes valuable to others is the one who ultimately attracts success. It's not about seeking wealth or recognition for its own sake. It's about becoming someone who adds value to the lives of others. The more value you offer, the more success will come your way. When you strive to become a person of value, you focus on what you can contribute, not what you can take. Success flows to those who serve, who bring something to the table that improves the lives of others. It's about consistently asking yourself, how can I help? How can I make someone's life easier, better, or more fulfilled? When you make this your focus, success becomes a natural byproduct of your actions. People are attracted to those who offer value because those are the people who make a difference in the world. Becoming a person of value starts with developing your skills and knowledge. You must continuously invest in yourself to ensure that you have something to offer. The world values expertise, and when you invest time and effort into becoming better at what you do, you increase your ability to offer value. This could be through gaining deeper knowledge, improving your craft, or learning how to communicate more effectively. The more you know, the more you can give, and the more people will seek your expertise. Moreover, value is not just about what you can teach or provide in terms of tangible skills. It's about your character and your ability to positively impact those around you. If people don't just remember what you do, they remember how you made them feel. Being a person of value means being someone who uplifts, inspires, and supports others. It means showing kindness, being generous with your time, and providing a listening ear when needed. These intangible acts of value often create deeper connections and stronger relationships that lead to greater opportunities. In addition to this, a person of value doesn't wait for the perfect opportunity to help others. They look for ways to serve, even when there's no immediate reward. They are proactive, seeking out ways to contribute before they're asked. This kind of mindset positions you as someone who is dependable, someone who can be relied upon, which increases your worth in the eyes of others. When you consistently add value, people begin to trust you, appreciate you, and want to work with you. Another important aspect of becoming a person of value is the ability to solve problems. The more effectively you can solve the challenges of others, the more valuable you become. Whether it's in your personal life, your career, or your business, people are always looking for solutions. If you can position yourself as someone who can bring solutions to the table, you immediately set yourself apart from the crowd. You become indispensable. But perhaps the most powerful part of becoming a person of value is that you create a legacy. Success isn't just about financial wealth, it's about the impact you have on others. When you focus on becoming valuable, you create a ripple effect that extends far beyond your own life. The positive changes you make in others' lives multiply over time. You leave behind a legacy of contribution and service that continues to inspire and impact others long after you're gone. In the end, success isn't just about seeking personal gain, it's about how much you can give to the world. The more you focus on becoming a person of value, whether through your knowledge, your actions, or your character, the more success will follow. The universe rewards those who make the world a better place by simply being of service. Become someone who adds value, and the rewards will take care of themselves. The person who gives the most is the one who ultimately receives the most. Growth is the one thing that cannot be compromised if you want to succeed. It's not a luxury or an option, it's a requirement. Life moves forward, and if you're not growing, you're falling behind. The person who stops growing is the person who stagnates, who becomes irrelevant, and who misses out on the opportunities that come with personal development. If you want to continue to experience success, growth must be non-negotiable in your life. Growth is about improving every day physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. It's about becoming a better version of yourself every single day, even if it's just by a small margin. Success doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you commit to improving yourself, learning new things, and constantly pushing your boundaries. Growth doesn't come without effort. It requires discipline, it requires sacrifice, and it requires a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. The successful person understands that growth is an ongoing process. It's not something that happens once and then stops. There is always room to improve, always room to become better, always room to learn. Growth never ends. It's a lifelong commitment. And if you're serious about achieving success, you need to embrace this mindset. Growth must be a part of your daily routine. Growth is also about taking responsibility for your own development. You cannot rely on others to push you forward. It's up to you to make the decision to improve. You must be proactive in seeking out opportunities to learn, whether it's through reading, attending seminars, seeking mentors, or simply challenging yourself to try new things. If you're not actively pursuing growth, you're missing out. The world doesn't wait for you to catch up. Those who continue to grow are the ones who succeed, while those who stagnate fall behind. One of the key aspects of growth is that it requires discomfort. If you're not feeling challenged, you're not growing. Growth happens when you push through difficult moments, when you take risks, when you try things that you've never done before. It's about stepping into uncertainty, being willing to fail, and using those failures as stepping stones to success. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and improve. The person who refuses to grow is the person who avoids discomfort, who stays in their safe zone, and who misses the lessons that come from facing challenges head on. Another critical component of growth is your mindset. If you believe that you've reached your peak, that there's no more room to improve, then you're done. But the successful person is never satisfied with where they are. They are always striving to go further, to become better, to achieve more. This requires a growth mindset, one that is open to new ideas, that embraces change, and that sees failure as a natural part of the learning process. Those who are committed to growth never stop learning, never stop evolving, and never stop aiming higher. Growth is also about taking action. It's one thing to read books, attend workshops, and absorb knowledge, but it's another to put that knowledge into practice. Growth happens when you take what you've learned and apply it in the real world. Knowledge without action is wasted potential. When you take consistent action toward your goals, when you step out and start implementing what you've learned, that's when growth really happens. It's the difference between being inspired and being transformed. Ultimately, growth is about taking control of your future. When you commit to personal growth, you create the life you want. You decide the direction you're going, and you take the necessary steps to get there. The world is constantly changing, and if you're not growing, you're falling behind. Growth isn't just a nice idea, it's a non-negotiable factor in your success. If you want to achieve anything significant, you must commit to growth and make it a priority every day. Don't negotiate with it. Don't put it off. Embrace growth now and watch your life transform in ways you never thought possible. The people you surround yourself with have an enormous impact on the direction of your life. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to succeed, you need to ensure that you are spending time with people who elevate you, who challenge you, and who inspire you to be your best. The right people can open doors, offer invaluable advice, and push you to new heights. On the other hand, the wrong people can drain your energy, hold you back, and keep you stuck. It's easy to underestimate the power of your environment, but the truth is your social circle plays a significant role in shaping your mindset and your behavior. If you're around people who are negative, complacent, or focused on small-minded thinking, it's only a matter of time before you start adopting those same attitudes. But when you surround yourself with positive, driven, and ambitious people, you start to think bigger, act bolder, and reach higher. The successful person knows that relationships are everything. They understand that they can't do it alone, and they don't have to. They seek out people who complement their strengths and help balance out their weaknesses. They surround themselves with people who are smarter, more experienced, and more successful than they are, because those are the people who will challenge them to grow. When you surround yourself with people who have already achieved what you want to achieve, you get the benefit of their wisdom, their experience, and their support. However, you must be deliberate about your choices. You can't just wait for the right people to come into your life. You must go out and find them. This means being intentional about who you spend your time with and being willing to distance yourself from those who are holding you back. This might mean letting go of toxic relationships, people who drain your energy, or those who continually feed you negative thoughts. It's difficult but necessary. The longer you stay around people who do not have your best interests at heart, the longer you delay your own success. The right people will inspire you to think differently, to push beyond your comfort zone, and to take risks you might have otherwise avoided. They'll encourage you to dream bigger, aim higher, and take action. They won't let you settle for mediocrity. Instead, they'll hold you accountable to the best version of yourself. When you are surrounded by individuals who share your goals and your drive, success becomes not just possible but inevitable. In addition to being around the right people, you also need to be the right person for others. Relationships are a two-way street, and you cannot expect to receive value if you're not also offering it. Being a person of value to those around you is just as important as surrounding yourself with people who add value to your life. If you want people to support and challenge you, you must be willing to do the same for them. Success is about mutual growth, mutual support, and mutual respect. The successful person knows that they can't afford to waste time with people who have no desire to grow, who aren't going anywhere, or who have a fixed mindset. They actively seek out people who are ambitious, who have a vision, and who are willing to put in the work to make that vision a reality. By surrounding themselves with the right people, they create an environment that fosters growth, motivation, and success. When you choose the right people to be around, you create a network of individuals who can help open doors for you, offer guidance when you need it, and give you a push when you feel stuck. The right people don't just support you, they also challenge you to think bigger, work harder, and become better. Success is not a solo journey, it's a journey made easier, faster, and more enjoyable when you have the right people by your side. In the end, the company you keep determines how far you can go. If you want to go far, you need to surround yourself with people who share your ambition, who have a vision for the future, and who are willing to support you along the way. Success is not just about what you know, but also about who you know and who you're willing to grow with. Choose wisely and you'll find yourself on a path to success, surrounded by people who make that path easier to walk.